Hey everybody, Nora back again with round two of my mukbang. That's still a funny word to me. My mukbang. Am I saying it right, y'all? Let me know in the comments. Mukbang. Anyway, I am fine dining tonight on seafood from Legin's House of Seafood here in Nashville, Tennessee. My favorite seafood spot here. They always do me right. The Nigel is my favorite platter, so that's what I'm chomping on tonight. Getting in this butter sauce here. So my first video, kind of talking to y'all about school, work, relationships. I feel like I need to be doing ASMR because of how loud I'm chomping right now. Let me know in the comments if that chomping or chewing is therapeutic. I could possibly drop a video for you. For those of you who like ASMR. I love the crab legs. I suck at getting the meat out though. I'm doing the best I can. But anyway, y'all, some things I'm working on right now. Some goals of mine. I had goals at the top of the year. Find a church home. I checked that off. Get back into singing. Get back into God. Connecting with God, developing and building my faith in my relationship. I'm doing that now. Getting into grad school and doing well in school. So grades, that's important to me right now. Making sure that I'm doing well in school is huge on my list. But I set that down as a goal. I wrote it down. I spoke it into life. And I'm moving into it. Thank God. So speaking life is important. Positive mindset is important. I know, especially me with, I really do believe that I have depression. Because some days I feel so overwhelmed with life. I'm overwhelmed with things going on. And I feel like I'm constantly in a state of failure and constantly in a state of inferiority. And it's hard for me sometimes at night to sleep because I'm anxious and I'm worrying about things going on and debt and stuff like that. Or, I'm just worried about things, life, my parents functioning, bills, all of that stuff, my career development, my emotional development, all that stuff. And then it's hard for me to get out of bed a lot too, just to motivate myself to get out of bed. Um, so I guess overwhelming waves of sadness. I'm really more aware that there's been a shift, in my mood, and I definitely want to find a therapist once I'm at a place where I have the the funding to pay for copays and stuff like that. But I want to see a therapist and talk through my issues. If any of you are in therapy, drop a comment below if you feel comfortable identifying or sharing that, and let me know how it's helped you. I know depression is a chemical imbalance, and I don't know if I have a chemical imbalance at this point or if I'm just sad or if it's not depression. I'm not quite sure what's going on with me, but I do want to get some assistance, so that I can function and live a happy life. Because there's no point in being miserable if you don't have to. I really cannot get my meat out of this one. I'm not quite sure which end is going to be better for me to shove this in. Honey, this is like surgery almost, trying to get crab meat out. But this crab meat is going in this butter sauce. I'm not playing with y'all. Oh, I'm not playing. So, this year for me was huge. Just really taking my life by the reins and trying to accomplish things that I want to accomplish. This period right here, I'm 27 years old. You know, once you get to your mid to late 20s, how you start performing there impacts the rest of your life. And I know you can pivot and change, and God is real, and God can redirect you at any point, move you into anything. Favor is real. So I'm not saying you're limited right now based on how you are performing and how you're set up in your 20s. But what I am saying is, take that time seriously, build your credit as much as you can, get your education if that's for you, or at least try to get into your business or vocational, whatever it is that you see yourself doing. Get into that, or try to get into it. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to live life for other people. I'm going to have to get a knife to get into this crab stuff here, because I am struggling. I'm working on my credit. I want to be able to buy things. It's hard, because jobs, I don't know, they don't pay. They can, but learning how to negotiate and being in a space where you feel valued and having opportunities to grow and not just being, a workhorse. I want to have a balance in my life. And right now, I don't have the best balance. See, this one got a lot of good meat, but I can't get it out. Also, I just wanted to embrace my beauty. I've had this platform for a while, but outside of it just being a place to encourage other people, I want to be able to acknowledge the beauty that God made in me and that I'm worthy, I'm worthy in any stage, any phase. I'm always worthy. But I had a friend come over recently. I've had a ton of friends come over within the past year or so. And to think about the times in my life, this cup is from Starbucks, by the way. I think about the times in my life where I feared being homeless, or, I felt stuck in situations that were toxic. And to even be able to sit in my own apartment, on my own furniture, you know what I mean? Debt's real. Things are a struggle. I'm really overwhelmed and slightly depressed about just things, but I'm trying to learn how to not have, so much control or upset over not being in control and just letting go and letting God. But it hit me a few weeks ago when my friend was here, for the second time. I was like, there were days that I used to pray for an apartment, pray for my own place to live, and pray for my own car, and pray for my own things, and I have those things. So, at any rate, I just want to, be thankful, thank God, acknowledge Him just for how far I've come, because I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be either. And I think about where I used to live in my prior situation, things like that, and to just recognize the freedom that I have already. It's really powerful, and I'm really thankful for that. Thankful to God for that. Um, just to be able to sit here, on a couch, that is mine, you know, when there are people homeless, and it's not that God didn't favor them or things like that. That's not what I'm saying, but we could all be. Most of us are in situations where we're a check away from being, pardon me, on the street, or check away from this, and you know, debt looming and trying to figure things out. But just realizing how far I've come is enough motivation for me to keep going, even or especially in times where I don't feel like it. Um, just to be back in school. I especially remember days when, or I just remember like certain people who told me, oh, I remember this lady, but she's never going to be anything. You know what I mean? Just because maybe her kids weren't anything, speaking over me. And I rebuke that. And to look at how far I've come already. But it's like you have the things that people say, or in the back of your mind, or even you're in the mirror, spewing the hate at yourself. Either one of those scenarios. But being able to combat that and win, be victorious in your life, that's huge. So it means a lot to me to be able to continue to fight. And it is a fight. Most days are a fight, but to prevail, to continue to prevail, even when it looks like I'm losing, God set me up for a win, and I'm thankful for that. This food is so good. So, my business is huge on my agenda for 2019. Getting my content out, you know, getting my blog page together, getting my branding together, being consistent with the content, networking with other bloggers, networking and working with brands. I'm speaking life all into that. Um, I just want women who look like me to know you're worthy, to know that you are deserving of love, you're deserving of a happy life, um, and that being plus size doesn't mean that you're not going to be. I don't know why people think there's this idea that fat girls have to be sad and, oh, great, you're so confident. Why are you confident? Like, I shouldn't be confident. Everybody should be confident. You don't have to like how I look, but I'm not going to let you walk over me. And I'm not going to accept, half-ass love from you. I don't know. Sad fat girl days, that's gone. We don't do that anymore. And that's mainly my platform is about just embracing who you are, loving who you are, figuring out who you are, working through the parts of you that you don't like so much, getting to the person that you want to be, being fierce, being able to be soft, fierce, powerful, loving, all of these many things at one time. This butter sauce, y'all. This butter sauce is everything. But so far, so many of the things that I wanted to accomplish this year, I've already accomplished. So I'm really thankful for that. It's good to take pen and paper down or a board, put your visions on there, speak life into it, pray about it, work toward it, and keep trying. Like, if you don't get to where you want to go in the time frame you've assumed was enough time to get there, keep going. Now, things in my life haven't happened as quickly as I thought they would have, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I won't achieve what I want to. Perseverance, determination, just sticking to it, consistency, that's huge. Keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm telling you right now. I'm moving in faith and not fear. 2019 mantra, 2020 mantra, moving in faith and not fear. Y'all should let me know, what goals do you have? What have you accomplished so far? I don't know if y'all can hear my noisy neighbors walking down, so sorry. But what have you set out to accomplish? Other things that you've set out as goals, what have you already accomplished? What are you in the process of accomplishing? If you didn't accomplish what you wanted, what set you back? Or how do you plan to get to where you want to go despite the roadblocks? Leave the comments below. Just let me know what's going on with you. I've shared a little bit about me. Probably annoyed the heck out of you all with my chewing, but all you people who like ASMR, if you think that you'd enjoy ASMR videos from me, let me know, and I can do that. But if you all liked my mukbang, let me know. I may do it again. If there are any questions that you may have, feel free to leave them below, and I may answer them in my next mukbang or whatever else I decide to do. Trying to figure out what kind of content I want to put on my platform. If y'all have something you want to see from me, drop it below, and I'll be sure to, if it's something I want to do, I'll be sure to get it out there. But I'm going to go ahead and quickly get through my food so I can hop on this homework, go to bed, go to church tomorrow, and come back and finish my paper. Grad school is real, y'all. My homework is due on Fridays and on Sundays. So I don't even get to, I don't even come home and like rest on Fridays anymore. I go from one job to my homework job. But I'm just excited about where I am right now. Working through some depression, some emotional stuff, but I know I'm confident that I'll get through all of it. If any of you are experiencing anything like that again, let me know how you're handling it. Any advice, suggestion is much appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more content. Have a good evening.